India's Supreme Court dismissed Zakia Jafri's 16-year-long pursuit to get justice for her husband, former Congress Party MP Ehsan Jafri, who was killed during the 2002 Gujarat riots. The court also upheld a biased ruling that Modi committed no wrongdoing during the riots, in which over 2,000 people, mostly Muslims, were killed. Indian human rights activist Teesta Setalvad was arrested by Gujarat Police for her activism in seeking justice for the victims of the 2002 Gujarat pogrom, where more than 2,000 Muslims were burnt and butchered under the watch of current Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who was then the chief minister of the state. Activists like Setalvad, who demonstrated exemplary courage in pursuing justice for the victims, are being hounded by the police and subject to harassment by the state under false and fabricated charges. Along with Setalvad, former IPS officer R.B. Srikumar was also arrested. Hundreds of Indian Americans across the United States joined protests against the recent human rights violations against Christians, Muslims, and Dalits by the Indian government, as well as the insults by a member of the ruling BJP party towards the Prophet Muhammad. Prominent activist Omar Suleiman led a protest in Dallas, Texas, wherein he called Prime Minister Modi a wannabe Hitler. A Mumbai Sessions Court granted bail to Bully creator Niroj Bishnoi and two others in the Bully app case. Hundreds of Muslim women were listed for auction on the Bully app, with photographs sourced without permission and doctored. A customer allegedly spat in the face of a Zomato delivery agent and brutally beat him up in Lucknow's Ashiana locality. After refusing to collect his order from the agent, who belonged to the Pasi community, categorized as Dalit in parts of Uttar Pradesh. Police have arrested two men in relation to the attack. The High Court of Karnataka said on Friday that caste abuse must be hurled in a public setting in order for it to constitute an offense under the Prevention of Atrocities Act. This ruling revoked the complaints of one man who accused his co-workers of harassing him in the basement of a building in which they worked. A man was beaten up by Hindu extremists for kissing his wife in Sarayu River in Ayodhya. In a video of the assault, which has been widely circulated on social media, the man is seen being dragged out of the water by a person. He is then beaten by several others. One of the attackers is heard saying, "This vulgarity will not be allowed in Ayodhya." The Indian American Muslim Council, a Washington, D.C.-based advocacy group dedicated to safeguarding India's pluralist and tolerant ethos, announced the winners of the first annual Human Rights and Religious Freedom Journalism Awards. The HRRF Awards were the first of their kind, honoring journalists in India who search for and report on the pressing issues concerning Indian minorities and marginalized communities despite threats to their lives.